my hair.
What hair?
Hello and welcome to the Chef Roqu and
Not So LilmamaSofi cooking show.
kidding me right now?
No.
Did I tell you not to grow anymore?
It's not my fault.
You stay, little mama soap.
It is not my fault.
Oh, it's your
I
fault.
might. Look at how short you are.
You talking about your mother, right? Anyway, so welcome to Chef Roqu and Little Mama
Not
Sofi
so.
Cooking show. Today we're gonna be throwing down on a grill based on your suggestions from last week. I kind of love being challenged with something new to make, so got a suggestion from my brilliant, lovely, talented
Daughter.
I'm gonna say co-worker Samara Cunningham, but yes, you are all of those things too, Sophia.
I know.
Little. So she gave the suggestion of making some Cajun salmon. Look at that! Look at this beautiful. Oh, yes, Cajun salmon, grilled, of course. We're gonna make that with some pineapple salsa. We know how we make salsa.
Yeah.
And some jerk shrimp. I loved making the jerk marinade. It tastes absolutely fantastic.
Amazing.
And, we have a separate video, so you can check that out another time. But the jerk marinade, got the shrimp chilling right now, swimming in the beautiful jerk marinade.
Yes.
I'm gonna ask Sophia to skewer that up shortly because she asked for Cajun grilled salmon, jerk shrimp salad, and a nice pineapple salsa. So we're about to go in on all of this. You ready?
I'm ready.
I'm ready. Let's go.
Let's go.
Okay. Awesome. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna start with our pineapple salsa because that needs a little bit of time for the flavors to come together. Seafood cooks quickly, right? So don't want to overcook that while we're worried about working on everything else. Yes, we multitask, but let's try to work smartly, not
Harder.
right? So mise en place.
A place for everything and everything in its place.
Girl.
Hey!
All right,
Okay.
all right. That means you prep in advance and you know what you're doing, right? So that way you're not rushing, you're not frazzled by when you're going through and everything. So pineapple salsa is what we asked for. Yes, I could have bought a whole pineapple. Yes, I could have broken it down. This is perfectly ripe. This is semi-chopped already. So why not just go ahead and make your life easier, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and do that today.
Ooh, those smell really good.
Already, right?
Yeah.
Just a couple little cuts and right away. So let's make this so that it's manageable when it's in on our fish.
I have a question for you.
What is your question? Shoot.
What is your favorite fruit?
You know, I gotta say mango.
Ooh, yes.
I gotta say mango because you know what? I went to India, and while I was there, I learned that I didn't even know the 27 different kinds of mango.
Oh my God.
Right?
27.
27. So I was trying to make it a point. I was there for 18 days, and I tried to make it a point to have a different mango every day.
Oh,
Different
that's
kind
cool.
of mango. Did I reach it? No.
No.
Did I eat a lot of mango? Did I love it? Yes. So that was, and this is why, what do we compete with when we do our salsas competitions, right?
Mango passion fruit salsa.
Absolutely. I love that.
My recipe.
And passion fruit came into play because of you, yes, but I really started liking that passion fruit drink.
Oh, yes.
The mixed ice, passion fruit, little sugar, make it like a smoothie. It's just a great, refreshing summer drink that when we were looking to come up with something for our competition to go along with my famous chili, we ended up coming up with, because you initially said mango salsa, right?
Yeah.
Told you we needed a twist since it's a competition thing, right? So then when you came up with the maracuya, I was like, yeah, girl. And then when we went with it, and hey, first time out ever making it, win the competition, that's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
This is still alive.
Huh?
Pineapple's just trying to get away from you.
It is.
It doesn't want to be chopped, so.
Oh my god, that was aggressive.
Well, you should have burned.
Oh my god.
Alright, so, real simple ingredients. Because Tamara asked for it. Got a very tropical tilt to this whole thing, right?
Yeah.
So, going ahead with our pineapple. Pineapple is one of only very few ingredients that goes into the salsa. Alright, so, got our pineapple. Let's go ahead. Not doing Scotch bonnets like we do with the jerk because, good God, the heat would just like blow you away.
Yeah.
Red finger chilies, right? Got these by chance because they didn't have other stuff. One day when I was shopping for chilies and ended up absolutely loving them, right? They have some fruity notes to them, but they have enough heat to remind you that they're there, right?
Yeah.
So you know that they're at the party. So, go ahead, bust these out real quick.
You know, I actually have a story with those chilies.
What's that?
So basically, I remember one day when I was at my mother's house, I wanted to make a soup, and these chilies were just lying around. So I picked them up.
You had these at your mother's house?
Yes.
No?
Chopped up a bunch of them, and I made a soup. And it was actually very good. Remember when we made that soup tutorial, the chicken soup?
Yes.
That's how that started.
Very nice.
Because I took a bunch of those, and it was very hot the first time because I took so many of them.
Yeah. These, like I said, these are not a super high heat index, but again, they have enough heat to bring something to the table, and they really do offer some good flavor. Okay, so, like I said, very few ingredients for this, all right? Because of heat index. If you don't know, a lot of your heat in all peppers comes from your seeds and your veins inside. So you determine whether or not you can handle it. I left them in for the jerk sauce. So my initial jerk sauce before my adjustments, ooh baby, hot as hell.
Look at, did you hear that? That knife is so sharp.
That knife is crazy sharp, right?
Yeah.
So there we go, a tip, kitchen tip. How do you keep yourself from crying when cutting onions? A lot of different theories out there. What do you think that is?
Put it in the freezer.
That is one.
Hee.
Not a good one.
Oh.
More myth than reality, right?
Oh, really?
So, the reason why onions make you cry is because nature's like that, and it has like self-defense mechanisms, right? So one of the ways that it protects itself is when it's broken into, it in essence releases this chemical as part of the onion that actually attacks the water that's in your eyes, and that's why you end up crying.
Okay, so basically what you're saying is you have to make it trust you and then it won't do that.
Absolutely. Trustworthy onions. You have some serious issues. No. Best way to not cry is use a very sharp knife.
Oh.
Right? So it cuts through it and doesn't bruise it. When it's bruising it, it's releasing more of what's in that lemon. Right? And when it's releasing more of what's in that lemon, it actually affects you more. They also say to cut onions near running water source, because if it's a running water source, it's more apt to be attracted to that rather than your eyes. Right?
Okay, so basically you stab it even more brutally.
Let's not get crazy with the violence. Okay? We're talking cooking here.
Yeah.
All right. So, green onion. Okay. Pineapple. Red finger chili. And let's go ahead and do some cilantro. If your cilantro is really fresh and you are not near the stems, you can go ahead and go through that without having to worry about too many of the stems. Do a nice rough cut. Again, when you're cutting herbs and stuff like this, right? If you do not have a super sharp knife, herbs bleed on the board. Do you see the green all over the board? No. There's no green liquid left on the board, right? No green residue. It happens when you're bruising your herbs. So, there we go. Okay, not very difficult at all. We have pineapple, we have cilantro, we have from the chilies, we will have some pineapple juice.
Pineapple juice. Pineapple juice is great.
This stuff is no joke. Some pineapple nectar.
Ready, ready, ready? Watch that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Magic happening.
Now, let's go ahead and make sure that we do not let this oxidize. And in doing so, we will go ahead and take a lime.
Oh my god.
Fingers. Okay. Let's go ahead and let's roll this lime out a little. Get some of that juices, those juices rolling off.
I actually have an idea. Would it be good to add pineapple juice to our regular salsa? Or would it be a little too much for that?
It's very acidic. We already have a lot of acid going on. Because you know that the passion fruit itself is pretty damn tart.
Yeah.
Right? So we have to offset that with some sugar sometimes in order for it not to go crazy. And then, you know, you want balanced flavor.
Yeah.
Right? I'm into big flavors. So you have different schools of thought, different ways chefs go about doing what they do, right? I like to subscribe to very big flavors. You cannot do that and be successful unless you're balancing those flavors, because you don't want one thing overpowering everything else that's in the picture, right?
Yeah.
So check this out. This will sit the acid from your lime and the acid from your pineapple juice will start to really break the fruit down a little bit. The pineapple itself will release some of its juices, and you're going to have gorgeous little salsa. On your fish.
That has nice colors.
Right? Alright, so done with the sauce. Let's move on to our next segment. Alright, so we're going to get started on our salad. So during our prep period, I parboiled some corn on the cob. Zeus wants to be part of the show. Parboil some corn on the cob. I'm going to butter it. I want to char it, right? So butter this up and get it on the grill. Once we're ready with that, I'm going to ask you to come over here and get some work done, alright?
Oh my god, okay. Hey guys!
Alright, so what I want you to do for me is start cutting up our avocado.
Avocado.
Let's get that done. Cut it up, score it, put it in there. Use your avocado knife. What's going on with that dog?
I don't know.
Alright, so while our corn is on, I'm going to go ahead and start with our fish. Okay, let's get that on. Let's get it start getting that nice little crust on it. Let's go with skin side down first. We want that to develop that real beautiful crust. And there we go. Small moving cubes. This is beautiful.
Dang it.
Nice. Okay. Beautiful.
Okay, where do I put it?
Put those in that little bag we got. Right? And very small already.
Yeah.
So with the fish, we're going to go ahead and char both sides a little bit. Then we're going to put it on a nice cedar plank and let it cook on the plank, right? So that way it doesn't get overcooked. So there, you want to explain what you're doing? Show the camera, please.
Okay. So I'm cutting it in cubes, right?
Yes.
Okay. So let me just... Okay. So I am cutting the avocado up, like strips first, and then I cut it across to make these nice cubes of avocado. And it's perfect. There. Also, get down there. So yes, that's what it will look like.
Okay, so go ahead and do the next one. I will take this and I will scoop it for you. This makes it very simple, right? When you're making look how important that is. How easy that is. You put it down. Now that makes it Very good when you're making guacamole.
Yes, work smarter, not harder.
That's right. So once you go ahead and get that in the bowl, make sure, again, you avoid the oxidation. Get some lime juice on there, lemon juice on there immediately. So that doesn't go brown on you.
There you go.
Thank you very much. Let's get our corn turned. Never know what she's doing.
I'm full of secrets.
I got one of those things, right?
Yeah,
And it's good. It's
it is. I love it.
some lime and salt and the below. Awesome. Alright, so our fish skin side down is already crispy. Just flipped it for a couple of seconds. It's not cooked through. I'm going to be putting it on the cedar plank. I'll show you that in a second. Before I show you that, I'm going to ask my lovely and talented assistant to go ahead and put some, let's go with 3 shrimp on a skewer. Okay? So I want 6 shrimp for each of us. And that's what's going to go in our salad. So let's take a plate. Hey, what's going on? Alright, cedar plank here. Alright, this is what we're going to be finishing our fish on. So, like I said, we got our crispy side down already. Fish is beautiful. Wow. Nice and crispy skin, right? Fish is not cooked through. I'm gonna go ahead and flip it onto here. Look at that. Nice grill marks already. Look at that, baby.
Ooh, that's nice. I'd eat it.
Keep going. Beautiful.
Got one.
Oh, look at that.
Ooh, nice. Got one.
Got one already?
Yep.
Okay. Listen, as soon as you get them done, I'll put them right on the grill.
Okay.
Real close.
Okay. Did I do that correctly? I went.
Real close, yeah. All right, so here we go. We got our shrimp on the grill. Let's add that jerk sauce. It's going to get nice and caramelized. That's what you want. Do not overcook your shrimp. You don't want your shrimp dry. Shrimp cook very quickly. Put them on the hot part of the grill. I now have my fish on indirect heat on my cedar plank. So if you see it, check that out. Look how beautiful that is. It's starting to cook all around the edges. Middle is nice and medium. That salmon's going to be absolutely perfect. All right, let's finish up our salad. All right, now we're going to start going very quickly to fly through this salad. Our seafood's very close to being done, so let's just follow along, right? We charred our corn a little bit, just to give it that little bit of extra character. All right, so you see the char? Pretty.
Ooh.
Quick little hack, okay? Put it on the bowl. Now, normally you do this in the bowl, okay? So I'm gonna actually I'm just gonna show you now, so it makes it simple. I'm going to do it in the bowl. You have a bowl turned upside down in your bowl, right? So that way, when you cut it off the cob, it actually falls into the bowl. You're not doubling work. Smarter, not harder.
Smart.
So there we go. Put this here. Go ahead and cut the corn off the cob. Like so. Beautiful.
Kitchen hacks with Chef Roqu.
You can cut now. All right, so since this dish has a lot of Caribbean flair to it, I want to make sure that the salad matches the look and feel of the full dish, right? So summer, I'm a big cabbage fan during summer, right? So got some red cabbage. We'll go ahead and shred real nice. Some white cabbage we're going to shred real nice as well. So that way we have the purple. We got the white, we got the color of the corn, we got some finger peppers that are going in there as well. The vibrancy of the color of these salads can really jump out at you. So wait till you see what we come up with. All right, so check it out. Look at the vibrance of this salad, right? You got your corn, you got your chilies. Now, remember what I said. Your heat is in your seeds and your veins, right? So with the chilies, took all of that out. Just have the chili itself, right? So you have the corn in here, you got the yellow, you got the white, you got the purple. Looks really good. To this, we're going to add our avocado. Alright, so it's going to have a beautiful tropical feel to the entire salad. So let's mix that in. And then, let's talk about our vinaigrette real quick. For our vinaigrette, I have a really nice vinaigrette that I made for slaw, okay, which has a little bit of mustard, a little bit of, has Dijon mustard, it has mayonnaise, has some seasoning I normally put in. And in order to tie this all together, what we're going to do is going to add some pineapple juice to this. All right, so that will tie the flavors together. So you'll end up making the salad have notes to the Jamaican jerk sauce. That jerk sauce has pineapple in it, right? The pineapple salsa has pineapple in it. So when you're eating the dish as a whole, you want that thing to say, to want your taste buds to get together and say, hey, I met that pineapple over there at the fish, right? And it'll tie the dish together. It'll make sure that everything is playing well together, right?
That's really smart.
Look how pretty that is, right? So this to this, we can go ahead and add our pineapple juice. Not a lot, enough to coat everything and give it that little hint of flavor, right? Beautiful. And last but not least, we're going to make a little adult beverage over here. Sophia, sorry, pineapple juice.
So you're gonna make daddy juice without me?
Kind of.
I see how it is.
All right, that's next. All right, so salad's done. We forgot arugula. We cannot forget arugula. I put the arugula in. Bam. Okay. Fish is done. Look how beautiful this is. All right. Nice and medium in the middle. Nice and grilled up top. Bottom skins nice and crispy. Got our shrimp, jerk shrimp, ready. All we gotta do with all of this is do our plating. We'll do that inside. I'm starving.
I'm starving.
All right. So, last but not least, adult beverage. Okay. So, got coconut cream here. Whole can. Love this stuff. Very sweet, yes, I know. But we're making like 4 or 5 drinks. So, not a big deal. Coconut milk. Nice, creamy, delicious. Again, stick to that whole tropical theme we got going on. Lime. I got 3 limes here. I'm going to probably use 2 and taste as I go and adjust, okay? So, lime's going to go in there. I'm also going to zest. There's no telling you how much flavor you get out of zesting, right? It also adds a nice little color to your drink. So zesting is going to be in here, so you can have a nice white drink with flecks of the lime in there, so you know it gives you the hint. You know what you're going to be having before you actually have it. Right?
I don't think I should be in this segment.
You were in this segment. It didn't happen. How's that?
That's what makes it more painful.
Yeah, the flavors, right? The flavors are something you'd be interested in, right?
Yeah, if only the alcohol wasn't there.
Well, it is. The other little tropical element, again, going to the pineapple juice. So you have those little notes of what it is that's in every level of what you're doing, right? So, pineapple, coconut milk, coconut cream, tequila. I love tequila, what can I tell you? I'm not a big drinker at all. When I drink tequila. So, got a good, what, 2.5 shots in here? That's going in.
Tequila.
Wondering where you're going there, but you know, it dawned on me, it didn't. Alright, so go ahead, we're gonna get more of the zest in here. We're gonna blend it all up. We're gonna add the rest of our lime juice, because we only have tiny little remnants of the lime that was already there. Right? So let's go ahead. Zest looks pretty. You'll see the bigger picture inside when we get through that. Let's go ahead and get an entire lime in there, juice-wise.
I was like, you're gonna drop a whole lime in there?
All right, so we'll show you the plating inside. How about that? Sophia?
Yeah.
You ready?
I'm ready. I'm hungry.
All right, let's do this.